Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. As you can see here, I'm playing against Vulxen. Okay, and my options: Supply, Aerial, Elite, and Rhino. So there is no instantly saber-tooth options in here. I'm going for the Supply. So, doesn't have a lot of health, but it's medium amount of health. And even if they have fallen out of grace, Void Eyes are still useful. My opponent's going for the Amplify, and with his Sledges and Void Eyes. You'll see me thinking on which side I want to go. I end up defending this side. Not defending, attacking on this side. Because I don't want to attack on the Rapid Fire Cannon where my units are not ideal for it. Although I could put a Void Eye in front here to tank the cannon. But I didn't want to do that. So just Crawlers, Void Eyes, and Mustangs. Which are not great against Sledges with Amplify. They have a lot of HP. If you look at here, it's 21k HP each pack with the Amplifying Core. So it's a lot of HP for me to kill. But he also doesn't have the most shaft clear. Even if I only have 2 good packs of Crawlers. And my Void Eyes can clear the Sledges. Which does happen, and his other Sledges go to the other side, so I'm at the advantage here on focusing only on one side, while his army divide itself. Even if I get a debuff during the fight, there's only Void Eyes left. And now it's my time for the debuff. And the Void Eyes should be able to clear the rest of the Sledges. And if it was close. And he has a lot of HP. Here we have instantly the first unit drop. And we have some good options here with 2 Hounds, 1 Phoenix. It's what I'm going to go for. I wanted a heavier anti-air. You can see he went for the Hounds, since he didn't have any shaft clear. Outside of the Sledges, which can shaft clear but are not great at it. Although they used to be good when you really invested on them and got a lot, which my opponent is doing. As you can see here, he's grabbing more Sledges. And if you look at his stacks, he has Link and Field Maintenance. On my side, you can see that I grabbed the Phoenix, but ended up going for the Hounds anyway. So, counterproductive. I should have just grabbed the Hounds. Because I also noticed that I didn't have any shaft clear outside of the Mustangs. And the Phoenix is not doing much outside of protecting me against Void Race. He grabbed 1 Marksman to protect him against air. You can see he didn't have any anti-air. So if it wasn't for the Marksman, he wouldn't have anything to do with my Phoenix. You can see I fortified this tower, so it won't die as easily, but I lost the main battle here. So it doesn't even matter that my tower was fortified. If he didn't have the marksman, my Phoenix could kill everything else on the field, but he does. And as you probably saw, my problem is shaft clear. My hounds are dying too fast, since they are outside of the shaft, my frontline unit. Here we have options with heavy armor, which is useless to me, Wasp Swarm, which can be useful, and Shield Airdrop, which is also useful. I think I was deciding here between Shield Airdrop or Wasp Swarm or Skip. And we'll go for a Skip, and so does him, getting more money. You see me grabbing one Fang and putting on the side, just to delay his units a bit and protection against the sides. If you go for a Phoenix cheese. Also see me grabbing more hounds and selling the cannon to increase the range of the hounds. Or not. Strange. Remember increasing their range. You said I increased the range of the Mustangs. And I will just grab the damage, so the hounds can kill units faster, and he doesn't have a lot of crawlers. My problem here is he has a lot of sledges. You can see the other side here. And what can you expect when the opponent go for lots of sledges like this with Link, and they are close together to be linked? You can guess what's coming out soon. So this time I managed to win. So the extra range on the Mustangs helped. And more chaff. It's basically what I did. Extra range on the Mustangs and more chaff. And the Phoenix does help against the sledges. But didn't do that much damage. It's still very healthy. And here we have a few items. Incendiary, which in this case is not that good considering it doesn't have a lot of chaff. Extend Ranged Vulcan is also a good card, but in my opinion only if you are Giant Spec. If I was Giant Spec here, I would look at this and maybe grab it. But in this case I think I would just skip, same as him. And you can see him going for damage sharing and Link. But I will be expecting it. And Scorpions. Scorpions are great against Link. You could go for Melter too, but Scorpions are better. Because they are better against other things. They help with the shaft clear. But Melters are very bad at shaft clearing. The only advantage is they have more range and they can kill air. The Scorpion can't. You will see that he's going for the typical flank of this build, of this Link. Which will be quite annoying since it will pull one of my Scorpions and most of my units actually on this side. You can see most of my army on here was pulled by this flank, which is the purpose of the flank. But look at this, only one shot, but now it linked with the other. So it didn't die with the second shot. And they are healing. But one more shot. Half dead. And the rest of my army is arriving. All dead. Let's speed this. And just a few sledges and hounds to kill now. So even with him pulling most of my army here, still managed to win. Because I predicted what he was going to do. Mechabellum was the one that used this strategy. He used it a lot, practically all his games. So I knew about it when I saw the sledges with the stack. I knew what I was going to get. And usually after that, he's going for Wasps or Phantom Race. I will skip. Lightning Storm was not that good against him. You can see here, they have a lot of units that Lightning Storm will be useful. I will put one shield here because I have a few units that the Lightning Storm would be very good against. Don't know why he didn't get it. But he went for the Wasps. Which is strange considering I already have Mustangs. But he would go for Phantom Race instead. I will sell one of the Mustangs here because it wasn't protected against the storm, which I was expecting. But in this case, I also have Phoenix that's useful against the Phantom Race. You can see him beaconing his units here, but level 3 tower now. He's putting a missile here to deal with my shot. You can see I put another Scorpion here, so I dealt with the flank really fast. And his ground is getting obliterated by my doubly shot Scorpions. That's another thing I grab it. My Mustangs also cleared his Wasps on this side. The rest of his Wasps are coming now. My Mustangs are targeting, but the buff. Here I was fearing he was going to kill all my Mustangs. And he does. So no Mustangs left, only the Scorpions. And they can clear all the ground, but they can do nothing against the Wasps in the air. Here we have a drop. Fortress AA can be good against Wasps. But in my opinion, overkill in this situation. Don't want to invest in another unit. I already have Mustangs here. And I will have to deal with Phantom Race soon. I was expecting the Phantom Race. Even if I don't think he will go for them. So I grabbed Farseers, which deal with Wasps and Phantom Race. He actually went for shielded Wasps. So instead of going for Farseers, if I have went for other specialization Mustangs and grabbed more Mustangs, it would be better for me. You will see me grabbing the beacon to pull these units forward instead of having all my units deal with this flank. I will miss all the crawlers and then the Scorpion can deal the sledgehammers. He's beaconing his units in here. You can see I grabbed air specialization on my Farseers. And I have 2 of them. And they can deal with the Wasps, even if Mustangs would be better. I actually have 3 of them. You can see they are clearing the Wasps, even if they are not the fastest at it. Mustangs would be much faster. I do have Mustangs, even if they don't have anti-air. But I win the left, lose the right. And turn to win this. So, victory for me this time. But we are both actually quite healthy yet. Round 7, 3.5 and 2.7k. Here we have Smoke Bomb, which can be useful, Laser Sights, which is very useful, and a Deployment, which is also useful. I'm going for Laser Sight. Don't remember what he will get. Also Laser Sight. You see me putting on the Mustang and grabbing AA on the Mustang and grabbing more Mustangs. I already have the Farseer in case he goes for the Phantom Rays that now he's going for. Phantom Ray armor, which was what I was expecting last round. That's why I went for the Farseers. It took a bit longer to grab them, but he did. And thankfully I have my Phantom Ray Farseers here. The Farseers can deal with the Phantom Rays even if the Mustangs can't. The Mustangs get stuck and do nothing. You see me putting anti-missiles here, because he was using missiles on the other hounds and I didn't want him to keep using them really. Also grabbing more shaft. And I'm keeping beaconing these units away from the flanks so it doesn't always out-turn here. And now I am missiling his shaft in here. So, still one survived missile. I didn't get what I wanted, that was insta-shot on these sledges, but they died really fast. And you can see the Farseers are dealing with his Phantom Rays. Which in turn freed the Mustangs to kill the Wasps. But he grabbed the tower before I could finish all his units in here, even if almost all of them, and managed to kill them during the debuff. The small amount that instead survived. And even bigger win this time for me. Here we have a few items and underground threat, which is always useful, so that's what I grab. I put it behind so it will pull a few of his units to deal with the crawlers. And dividing the opponent army is always useful. You see me getting levels here. Farseer level, Mustang levels. The Scorpions don't actually need levels, because he's not leveling his sledges. You can see they are all level 1 and he's not getting the levels. He just wants them as distractions. You can see that I have much more actually invested on ground units than he has. Units to deal with the sledges. Even sold a few, I think. There was 3 sledges here. I'm just grabbing more units. And the comp I have here is perfectly capable of defeating his comp. With Mustangs and Farseers to deal with the air. He also put an anti-missile here to deal with my missile that I used last time, but I want to use it. No, I actually will use it again and it will work. Let's look at how many units turn to deal with the crawlers in the back. Put item is on this side this time, but most of his units that usually used to come to here, he did not. And I even have an extra Scorpion here to deal with the ground, so only a few Wasps trying to kill my tower, which they will do with ground spec, but it will take time. And as you can see, my Farseers and Mustangs obliterated his area, while the Scorpions obliterated the ground. So my comp is very good at dealing with his comp. But you can see that his strategy could be very dangerous to someone that don't know the strategy. So they don't know what to expect. But that's it for this game. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, it really helps the channel, and I will see you on the next one.